and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you two new McFarlane figures from
The Batman.
So we recently did see this movie.
Yeah.
And now
it was really good.
It was very good. It was long, but you definitely didn't know it was long. I felt like you didn't realize the length of it. But anyways, we have actually Batman. So we have the Batman figure from this. It comes with the collector card. His suit looks really cool. And the stand, they always do. Here's the artwork on the back, which is really cool. A scene from him coming up through the...
Yeah, like the stairwell.
Yeah, very, very cool. I like that angle. That's really neat. And then here's some of the other ones from... Is this just random ones? I can't tell if it's actual... Might be from the movie. Oh, yeah, I think it's from the movie because I think that's Joker.
That's the Riddler.
I mean, that's Riddler.
And then Penguin and Catwoman we haven't found.
Yeah. Really cool. And so then we have the Riddler. Alright, let's take a look at him. So this is definitely a different Riddler costume than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I was definitely like on the fence from the previews because, like you said, he looks so much different than what you're used to.
He does.
But they did a really good job.
They did do a really good job.
Doing the Riddler with that.
They actually have that, which is kind of cool. I don't want to give away any spoilers. He's got his collector card back there, his stand, and there he is. He's got some tape in his hand. So that's his weapon looks like. But I like how he's got the little question mark on the pocket of his outfit, and here's also the same ones that you can collect. Alright, I think it's time to get Batman and the Riddler out of their boxes so we can give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and they're out of their boxes. And let's take a look at, who do we want to look at first?
I guess the Riddler.
Bad guys first.
Let's see his card.
Here we go. Okay, so here's his collector card. It says the Riddler from the Batman, the movie. And it's just like the artwork on the back. Now I'm going to turn it around and show it. I don't think it spoils anything, but just in case you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, I'm going to go ahead and show the data now. So there's his data file. You can pause it if you want to read it. I really don't think it gives anything away, but just in case, I would never want to spoil anything for anyone.
Yeah.
So here's his weapon, and pretty cool. I'm not going to say what that is either. We definitely don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So there you have the stand, the one peg, and it does say DC. And here's the Riddler.
The Riddler.
He looks like he's going out for like camouflage, like hunting, but yet he has a trash bag look to him.
Yeah,
which is pretty funny.
Well, I couldn't tell, and I mean, obviously seeing it in the figure and seeing it in the film, it's like a gas mask. Mm-hmm. But like when I first saw it, because they keep showing they kind of show him quickly in the previews, and you're always seeing him with the duct tape, and I'm like, does he have duct tape on his face?
He does not.
But it's not.
And there's a little pocket thing with the question mark for the Riddler, and we were saying that it shows like it's translucent, and it shows like the actual like an ear and hair under there. This piece does not come off, but I think that's really cool that they added that detail.
Yeah, you can actually see
and you can see his eyes. Let's see if we can. There you go, through his glasses, which is really cool. He's very different figure, of course, because this is like unique just to him. And then there's the hoods. I like that they included it and have it, even though it's like molded to there. I think that's really cool that they have the different layers. And this is like trash bag green to me, or trash can green. It is rubbery, but it might hinder his hip articulation a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. He's got the black gloves on and the question mark, like I said. And he looks really cool. Let's check out his boots. So, and then he's got all the little creases and folds in his pants. And pretty cool, like a rain jacket or something on. Alright.
Okay, let's see what... And of course these, the McFarlane figures are all going to have the standard for McFarlane, the 22 moving parts. So let's take a look. He does have neck articulation. let's see. He can, like, there's this little neck piece that kind of hinders his movement, but if you kind of squish it, it is soft, so he still can look down. He can look up slightly. He's got good articulation at the shoulders, and of course they will rotate as well as extend. He has the bicep swivel, the double elbow joint, so you can get a good bend at the elbow, and then of course the wrists, and the wrists will like rotate as well as bend, so that's pretty cool. He does have a point of articulation at the waist. I can't, it kind of does feel like he can has like maybe a mid torso, but I can't really tell, and the jacket will limit that if he does, but the jacket is soft, so it does limit it a little bit, but it does give as well, so he can get good range of motion at the hips. He has the double knee joint, and of course the ankle, and the ankle will pivot as well as turn, and of course the toes. So very well articulated and a great looking figure.
Alright, now it's time for Batman! So, the Batman. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at his weapon.
So that's like, yeah, his like, this movie's version of the bat grapple.
Okay, there you go. And then it has that there, so he can actually hold it, or is it pegged to him? It's got a peg on there, so...
Oh, I'm not sure, I didn't look to see if it had a...
We'll see if he's got a spot for it to peg to. Oops. Hold on a second, Batman. Here's his collector card. Looking really cool. I really like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to show the data file in 3, 2, 1. So this one does say quite a bit. If you want to pause it. But yeah, I mean, basically it just tells you where the story picks up.
Yeah.
And then here's his base as well. The same one. And
yeah, and in case... this is actually, from watching the movie, this is actually like, would be like Batman Year 2.
Yeah, I think it says that on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, here he is. Really cool. Great facial sculpt. Look at those eyes. They follow you. They follow you. And he's got the bat ears. He's got the bat symbol across there.
I think this has been the first time, they talked about like this costume or this uniform, whatever you want to call it, is more utilitarian than other versions, and I think this has been the first time where the the bat symbol actually comes off and is like a tool.
Use it. Yeah, he can use it, so that's pretty cool. And then it looks almost like he's got a little bit of armor. It kind of looks like an armored suit, because it's got the different sections and stuff here. This definitely looks like extra protection. He actually has this on the side. We were thinking maybe it's either reinforcement or weapon. Now this hand is open, and this hand is a grippy hand, so he can grip his weapon. Here's his belt. I was looking to see if there's any kind of...
I looked, I didn't see a peg spot.
No peg.
But...
Alright, and I think maybe that's how he can hold it. Perhaps. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the peg is all about, but it does have a peg on there, so maybe perhaps there's a spot. Anyway, and so there's the rest. He's got straps around here. He's got almost like knee pad looking things. He's got things to protect his shins and the shoes. You can even see the laces. I think I'm blocking the light. You can even see the laces on there. And he looks really cool. His cape has got all the creases in it. It's definitely different because it's like up here. It's got the two notches, but then it hangs rounded in the middle. So that's kind of unique and different from what I'm used to seeing. But a very cool Batman figure. Let's see what his articulation is like.
Alright. Alright, so let's see. So again, he's got good articulation at the neck. He can look down some and look up. Alright, so he's got good range of motion at the shoulder, and if you look, he actually has the double butterfly shoulder, so like it gives him like greater range of motion at the shoulder than he normally would. He has the also has the double elbow, and then the wrist that will rotate as well as bend. Okay, and I just noticed, because it's really well hidden, you can't tell with all the details, but he actually does have, if I can kind of hold the shoulder in place, he actually does have the bicep swivel, so that's awesome, very cool. He has the mid torso and the waist, so he's got 2 points of articulation on the shoulder. He has good range of motion at the hips. He's got the double knee, if I can move the cape out of the way. The ankles, and they will pivot as well as rotate, and then of course the toe. So very cool. I like both of these. They're going to be welcome additions to the McFarlane collection.
Alright, so there's the Riddler and Batman from The Batman, the new movie out, which is really cool. So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.